Okay, so we're going to talk about measures of center. A measure of center is a single number that's used to describe a set of data. So for example, your grade. So your math grade on your report card, you have 1 grade. Okay, that's your average. So in math, mean, M-E-A-N, that word means average. Okay, another measure of center is a median. Now, in the median of the road is the middle grassy part of the road. Okay, so median is the middle number. Usually mean and median are very close together. All right, usually both of them are pretty good descriptions of a list of data, a set of data. Another thing that we find that's considered a measure of center is the range. Okay, the range is your greatest number minus your least number. So it just tells you how far apart on the number line that your highest number from your smallest number is. That's all it tells you. It's nothing that you would ever put on a report card or use to describe a set of data like grades. All right, in order to find the mean, remember that's your average, you're going to add all your numbers together, then you're going to divide by how many numbers there are. So it's the sum of all the data values, so you would add all of these up, okay, and you would get 435. Then you would divide by the number of data values that you have. So since there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, we would divide by 5. So my answer would be 87. So if these were grades, you would have an average or a mean of 87. Median is your middle number, okay? So it is your middle number. The only mistake people usually make is that they do not order them from least to greatest. They don't put them in order from least to greatest. So if we were to put them in order, we would have 78, then we would have 83, then 85, then 91, then 98. Make sure you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that you didn't leave any out. So when you're finding the middle, you're going to cross out the smallest and the biggest, and then the next smallest and the next biggest, working your way to the middle. This one has a perfect middle of 85. Okay? So if you don't have a perfect middle, so let's say, for example, that my numbers were 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 12, okay? So these are just some random numbers. So they're in order from least to greatest. So if I want to find my middle number, my median, I'm going to mark out smallest and largest, next smallest, next largest. But see, I have 2 middle numbers. So a lot of the time you can look and say, what's halfway between 7 and 9? It's 8. So our median is going to be 8. But what if these two numbers, it's not easy to see what that exact middle number is, okay? If it's not easy to see, then what you're going to do is you are going to find the mean of those two numbers, okay? If you have 2 middle numbers, you're going to find the mean of those. So 7 plus 9 would be 16. Divided by 2 would be 8. So if you have 2 middle numbers, find the mean of them if you can't see what's directly the middle number. On range, you have greatest minus least. I think of it like a mountain range, okay? You have the biggest number minus the smallest. So the range represents the difference between the greatest value and the least value on a set. So your greatest value was 98 and your least value was 78. So 98 minus 78 is 20. So your range is 20.